All right, folks, buckle up, because today we're diving into some spicy Hollywood drama. Mel Gibson, the man behind some of the most iconic films in history, just unleashed a fiery takedown of California Governor Gavin Newsom. And let me tell you, it's about time someone with a platform called out the absolute train wreck that is Newsom's leadership. From wildfires to homelessness, inflation to crime, California is a mess, and Mel isn't holding back. So, let's break down this clip where Mel Gibson blasts Gavin Newsom for his gross mismanagement and see if he's got a point. Let's get into it.
Hollywood star Mel Gibson sending a scathing message to California Governor Gavin Newsom over his failed leadership. Listen to this.
There is absolutely no adequate excuse the governor or mayor can make for this gross mismanagement and failure to preemptively deal with what they knew was coming.
Mel Gibson is absolutely right. Gavin Newsom and his administration had years to prepare for wildfires. And what did they do? Nothing. Well, actually, worse than nothing. They mismanaged resources, ignored warnings, and now Californians are paying the price. And let's not forget, Mel Gibson lost his house in these wildfires. So, when he says there's no adequate excuse, he's speaking from personal experience. Newsom loves to play the blame game, pointing fingers at climate change or whatever's convenient, but at the end of the day, this is about leadership, or lack thereof. And Newsom? He's failing big time.
Newsom, since he's been in, whatever you call it, office, has brought us nothing but rampant crime, acute homelessness, horrendous inflation. He's made it untenable for people to make a living here.
Fox News contributor Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, good morning to you. So Mel Gibson lost his house in these wildfires. Yeah. And what you just saw there was an effort to recall the governor and Mayor Bass. Does his star power in this matter?
It matters in the sense we're playing it now on national television on a highly rated Fox and Friends First show, and that has gone viral on social media. And meanwhile, the same day that Mel Gibson says what he says there, and he's correct on so many things as far as the management of wildfires, Gavin Newsom's approval on the handling of the wildfires is only 30%. Wow. Gavin Newsom announced that he has a podcast that he's about to launch.
Wait, hold up. Gavin Newsom is launching a podcast? Are you serious? This guy can't manage a state, but he thinks he's got the time and expertise to host a podcast. What's it going to be called? How to Ruin a Perfectly Good State in 10 Easy Steps. Or maybe Tales from the Disaster Zone, California edition? I mean, come on. This is peak narcissism. Instead of actually solving problems, he's out here trying to be the next Joe Rogan. Newsom, buddy, here's a tip. Maybe focus on fixing the water crisis, the homelessness epidemic, and the crime wave before you start a podcast. Just a thought.
When you have a finely tuned machine like California is right now, where you have the highest poverty rate in the country, highest taxes in the country, you have 10 cities that have their own zip codes, and you have fire hydrants and reservoirs that don't have water in it, this is justified. And Gavin Newsom, remember, just last year we were talking about, will he be the Democratic nominee? Then you ask Californians. 7 in 10 Californians right now say that Gavin Newsom should not run for president, like ever, based on the way that he runs the state. So, look, in the end, this is a governor who loves two things. He loves mirrors, right? And he loves the sound of his own voice. So that's why he's launching this podcast. And nobody in California likes the job he's doing right now, starting with Mel Gibson, who, I like the beard. I didn't see that coming.
Scruffy look.
Yeah.
I wonder how Newsom can even fathom a presidential run at this point.
Yeah.
But I want to turn this around, and I want to ask you an out-of-the-box question. Ooh. We just saw Mel Gibson there.
Yeah.
It is not outside the realm of possibilities in the state of California for a famous actor to then run for governor.
Wow.
We've seen it a couple times, most notably with President Ronald Reagan and then Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Could you see this happening? Because I watched that clip and I said, yes, was it perfectly delivered? No, but it had gubernatorial overtones. Your thoughts?
That's a great question. And you're right. The precedent is there in California. People like the celebrity aspect of it. In a sense, Gavin Newsom acts like a celebrity at times.
Okay, this is where things get interesting. They're floating the idea of Mel Gibson running for governor. And honestly, I'm here for it. Look, California has a history of electing celebrities. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronald Reagan. So why not Mel? Sure, he's not a polished politician, but maybe that's exactly what California needs right now.
So, Governor Mel Gibson. Sure.
Could happen.
Why not? Why not?
Maybe it hadn't even crossed his mind yet, but now, Todd, that you said it.
I speak directly to you, Mel.
People do call you the kingmaker.
I mean, they always have.
So, there you have it. Mel Gibson absolutely dragging Gavin Newsom for his gross mismanagement of California. Newsom's failures are undeniable, and Californians deserve better. Whether it's wildfires, crime, or inflation, the man has proven he's not up to the job. Maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time for Mel. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more no-holds-barred commentary. See you next time.